Same plant, same year, basically. $412 on the left, $25 on the right. And it's not just this one. 6 plants that collectors used to fight over are about to show up at your local Home Depot. The question is, just because they're cheap now, does that mean you should actually buy them? Let's find out. Okay, here's what's happening, and it really is magical in a terrifying kind of way. Tissue culture labs have cracked the code on plant after plant after plant, and the pipeline is faster than anyone ever expected. Thai Constellation was the warning shot. It went from $200 to $25 at Home Depot in like 18 months. Well, the same labs that cracked the Con code, well, they have been super busy. And the next wave is hitting right now. Some of these are already at big box stores, some are about to be, and one of them, I'm calling it, will be at Home Depot by the end of this year. Mark my words. I'll be honest with you folks though, some of these are steals you should grab immediately, and some are cheap for a reason, because they will make you question every life choice that led you to this plant. Let's start with the one that everyone, and I mean everyone, is talking about right now, the Monstera Bulbasaur, also known as Monstera epiprenenoides. I think I said it right. Epiprenenoides. But nobody calls it that because, come on, it looks like a Bulbasaur, right? 2 years ago, a single leaf cutting of this plant was selling for $300. $300. Right now, you can find small plants for around $80. And here's where it gets interesting. Tissue culture labs in Southeast Asia have hit this one in production right now. The Reddit community is already saying it's going to hit Home Depot by the end of the year, and I hate to be the one to break it to you. If you just bought one, I think that, those threads are absolutely right. Just look at the trends. The reality, this plant is absolutely gorgeous. Those thick, leathery leaves with the split patterns, it's like a Monstera deliciosa hit the gym and got a glow up. It's actually pretty easy to care for too. Similar light and water to a regular Monstera. The catch, it grows slow, like really, really slow. That $80 plant, it's going to be an $80 plant for a while before it becomes a statement piece. Verdict, if you want one now and you can find it under $100, then buy it. Absolutely. It is a piece of living art. But, and this is important, if you're patient and you just want the plant, not the brag, well, wait. This one is coming to big box stores near you. I am calling it end of 2026. You'll be picking one up next to the bagged mulch. Score, buy, absolute buy, just don't overpay. All right, next up, and this one surprises people. The Philodendron White Princess. The pink princess, right? Well, everyone knows the pink princess. This is her more sophisticated cousin, and she's been quietly crashing in price while everyone was distracted by the pink one. Last year, a nice white princess was $200, hands down easily. Right now, $25 to $35. And here's the thing that nobody, and I mean nobody, tells you. The white princess is actually easier than the pink princess. The variegation is more stable, it doesn't revert to all green nearly as often, and it has this elegant speckled white and green pattern that honestly, I think looks way better in a room than the pink. Might just be me, but I said it regardless. The reality, this is the one you should go buy today. Tissue Culture has made these widely available. They're showing up even at independent nurseries already, and the price is only going to drop much further. But, and this is important too, unlike some plants that get cheap and then get boring, this one still looks like $1 million. So, with that in mind, the verdict is simply buy. This is an absolute steal. This is the best value variegated philodendron on the market right now. That score, absolute steal. All right, number 3, this is one of my favorite plants, the Anthurium Clarinervium, also known as the lace leaf. Look at this thing. It looks like someone painted veins on a leaf with a fine-tip pen. It's one of the most recognizable plants in the hobby, and it used to be one of the most, and I kid you not, one of the most expensive plants out there. A mature Clarinervium 2 years ago, $150 minimum. Right now, 25 to $40. I paid 25 for mine, and I've already seen them at specialty nurseries and some bigger garden centers. I got mine in a specialty shop. Not full Home Depot yet, but give it a minute because anthuriums that look like the Clarinervium are already popping up at big box stores. The reality, this plant is a mixed bag, and I will be honest with you, although I love it, it is stunning, that's not up for debate, but it needs humidity, not Warquianum queen level humidity. Don't get me wrong, nothing is Warquianum level humidity, but it wants 60% or more. If your house is dry, the leaves will crisp on the edges and you'll be sad. Also, it's a slow grower and it doesn't like being overwatered. But here's the thing. At 25 bucks, you can actually afford to kill this plant and try again. And if you give it what it wants, it's one of the most rewarding plants you'll ever own. Verdict, if you can give it humidity, buy. If your house is dry and you kill everything, maybe, just wait. So the score would be a cautious buy. Know your conditions before you commit. And that's true with every plant. Okay, this one, friends, is going to be controversial. The Monstera Standleyana Albo. You saw it in the hook. $400 for a cutting, and now you can find small plants for 40 to 60 bucks. Home Depot, I saw them for like 30. That's a massive crash. And it looks incredible, right? Those long, elegant leaves with the splashy white sections. It's like a painting, and this is a big but, the variegation on this plant is unstable, like really unstable. You can buy a beautiful white and green plant, and 6 months later, it's pushing out solid green leaves, or worse, solid white leaves, which means it's basically slowly dying because, it can't photosynthesize. I've seen it happen. It is heartbreaking. And the reality, well, this is the Thai constellation's tricky little cousin. Same crash story, same tissue culture flood, but without the stability. Tycon's variegation is built into the plant's DNA. Standleyana, on the other hand, well, it is a gamble. A beautiful, expensive gamble that just got cheaper. So that's good, right? Verdict, though, I'm going to say pass. I know. It's cheap now, but cheap doesn't mean good value if half the plant reverts to green and the other half goes full ghost. Unless you're an experienced variegation manager, and if you are, you already know what you're getting into. Save your money. Score is a skip. And trust me, same thing happened with my Standleyana Albo, so skip it. All right, this one hurts a little. The Philodendron Caramel Marble. This was the Grail, not a Grail, like the Grail. If the Spirit of Sanctity was the $10,000 leaf, the Caramel Marble was the $500 leaf that made you feel like you'd arrived. Those warm caramel and orange swirls against the green, nothing else looks like it. And now you can find them for 80 to 120 bucks. Still not the cheapest, I know, but we're talking about a plant that used to cost 500. That's an 80% crash. So the reality, this is still a genuinely rare plant. Tissue culture hasn't fully cracked it yet. The variegation is chimeric, which simply just means that it can't be reliably reproduced in a lab the way that the Tycon can. So, while the price is dropping because more people are propagating and selling it, it's not going to hit Home Depot just yet. This one's going to stay special for a while, and it should stay special because this plant is a grower. It climbs. It gets a huge, and every single new leaf is a surprise. A big surprise. Will it be green, orange, caramel, a mix of all three? You don't know until it unfurls. It really, truly is magical. Verdict, if you can find one under $100, buy it. This is the one plant on this list that probably won't get any cheaper. It's rare enough to stay valuable, accessible enough to finally afford, so the score would be buy. That's the real deal there. And finally, the one that's already at big box stores and has been for a little bit now, but you're starting to see them pop up more. The Alocasia Dragon Scale. This plant was $100 for a tiny starter. Right now, $15 to $25 at Home Depot. It is done, fully crashed. You can walk in and grab one on your way to the checkout line, and it looks incredible. I mean, come on. It's called Dragon Scale. The texture on these leaves is unreal. It's like a reptile had a baby with a houseplant. The veining, the silvery sheen, it's one of the most photogenic plants in existence right now. But, and you knew there was going to be a but, this plant is an alocasia. And if you've ever owned an alocasia, you know what that means. Spider bites, dormancy, random leaf drop. It'll be thriving 1 week and a bare stem the next. And if your humidity drops below 50%, it goes into a full existential crisis. The reality, at $15, you're not risking much, but you're also not getting much if you can't keep it alive. This is the cheap date that might ghost you of the plant world. So verdict, it's going to be another pass, unless you already keep alocasias happy, because that is important. If you're aeroids only and your house is dry, this plant will make you feel like a bad plant parent every single day. So in that case, the score is going to be skip for most people, buy for alocasia people only. Okay, so there's your 6. But before we go, you want to know what's next? What's the next plant that's going to crash? Because the tissue culture pipeline doesn't stop. Number 1, and here's a blast from the past, the Philodendron Pink Princess is about to get even cheaper. We're talking $10 territory, if not cheaper than that. Tissue culture labs have flooded the market, and the price is still dropping. Number 2, the Monstera aurea, and I'm hoping for this because I want one so badly. Gold variegation is trending down fast, and I think we'll see them under $50 by the end of the year. Fingers crossed. And number 3, watch the Syngonium strawberry. It's following the exact same pattern as the Syngonium red spot tricolor, which went from $400 to $15. The strawberry, mark my words, is next. So, which of these price crash plants are you grabbing first? I want to know in the comments, so please share. And I just dropped a community poll, and you'll see it in your feed, asking which expensive plant you're waiting to hit Home Depot. Vote on that, because the winner might be my next buy or past episode. I'm just curious to see what you guys think. By the way, ding dong bell, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Please help me out in that realm there. By the way, if you're interested in seeing some of the new hybrids that have hit the market already and that are just starting to come out in 2026, many that you can get at a really good deal, check out this video up in the corner, because that video right there will give a good breakdown on 6 of the newest hybrids that are hitting the market in 2026. And on top of that, I'll give you my honest buy or pass on each one of them. Hey, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.